Hey everybody, Dr. Greg Rose here at TPI. I'm here with Garth Milne from South Africa, and fresh off a win with Garrick Higgo. That's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah, it was awesome, Greg. Really.
Was this like expected in your mind, or?
Yes, funny enough, yes. He really has been trending. Obviously, won twice in 3 weeks on the European Tour earlier, and then obviously played pretty well at Kiewa, first major, and actually really did well. And then we spent a week in Sea Island doing some prep work after that, and really sort of just really trending in the right direction. So
give us some insight. So
okay.
tell us, like, when you first started working with them, like, is there anything that you guys found some big barriers or anything, especially from the TPI side, from screening?
No, absolutely. So there were a couple of things that came up in the screen, but one that's really common theme that we tend to see with a lot of people was limited T-spine mobility.
Everybody.
So yeah, and particularly for a left-handed golfer, his mobility to the left was 38 degrees compared to the right, so really short.
And where was that traced back to?
So it was interesting. He obviously just ribcage structure, and obviously had a bit of limitation through that. So we did a lot of work to try and improve that.
Was this exercise, manual therapy combo?
Mostly exercise combination, really.
All right, well then,
anything.
With that said, you got, how about, was there like a money move, something that really helped?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of the interesting things was, his coach, they were struggling to get his arms down. He had very much arm elevation. His name is Cliff Barnard.
Okay, awesome.
He's down in South Africa, and he obviously had very sort of steep arm track, and obviously poor arm structure at the top, sort of high left elbow. And they tried to get him flatter across the shoulder plane, but because he had limited mobility in his T-spine, he just wouldn't turn enough. Okay. So it was definitely a physical limitation that was causing him to swing that way. And once we sort of knocked that out,
did you have an exercise in mind that
absolutely.
There's a money move that you guys did?
Yeah, let's try.
Do you mind showing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we all know the old standard Reachback.
Yeah. Well, just in case they don't, show me.
So we would get a normal Reachback position. We'd be on all fours like so. Yep. We'd place the hand behind the ear, and then you have to rotate down, touch the elbow on the other elbow, and then rotate up and try to get some extraction out of that.
Trying to reach up to the sky.
Absolutely, but interesting, we had one that I've modified into what's called a Spider-Man Reachback. Oh, cool. So I'll show it from this way. So you kind of put that foot out to the side, and it really gets the spiral line, which I really like. Yeah. So from here, you take that hand and you reach underneath, touch the inside of the opposite knee, and then from here you rotate up and try and shoot your web and try and hit the ceiling. Now what was really interesting was when Garrick first started, he could barely get over the top of the floor.
Right.
And we've been working really hard at it, and he can actually now get sort of to the roof.
What's cool about that is that most people don't realize that rotation, they think it's just restriction here, but it can start from the foot and go through that what's called that spiral fascial line.
Absolutely right.
Everywhere.
Yeah, so and you feel it where you feel it. It kind of finds your tightness. So awesome. It's just something that Garrick got after, and he could feel the difference between the right and the left side in particular. And we've really worked at it, and he can now feel that it's kind of the same on both, which is really encouraging.
Always makes it easier when you can actually do what you're trying to do.
Absolutely.
Right? Congrats, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Thanks
Keep up the good work.
Good to be here.